All right, thank you for staying with us. It's still Sports Tonight, the Monday night edition of the show, the first one for the week. We were talking about the Glo CAF Awards, and we just talked about the Coach of the Year nominees, our own Florence Omagbemi, amongst those high-profile men. Toby,
yep.
Is this something she can win?
No, I don't think so. I think it is a pretty difficult, stuff for Omagbemi. Even though yes, a couple of days back, a couple of weeks I was with her, saw her hard work with the team. Great manager, won the African Women's Championship as a captain and also as a coach. I mean, it was a decent year for Omagbemi, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him, especially with the managers in there. So I don't think Omagbemi will come close to this.
So who are you giving it to?
I think I will go for the Sundowns coach.
Pitso Mosimane.
Yep.
Who are you going with?
Yeah, very true. That's a flagship club.
Yeah,
club
of Uganda.
Well, when
qualifying
you
Uganda for the Nations Cup for the first time in a long while.
Qualification is not
and still in the running for the World Cup as well.
Qualification is not winning the title. Mosimane led for a very long time. And
this is Sanjak of Bejaya.
This is the flagship club competition
on the African continent.
If perhaps if it were a Nations Cup.
But Ibenge won Chan, remember? Early this year, Ibenge won the Chan with Congo
in Rwanda.
Yes, Rwanda.
Yes.
So that's a tough one as well.
It's the same category. Chan, home-based competition, national team level. Then for the catch and music also.
So it will be down to
Ibenge. For what Arsenal were able to do, I think they deserve it. I think the coach will win this.
So it's probably going to be a straight fight between Florent Ibenge and Pitso Mosimane. All right, let's talk very quickly about some other categories now. Let's talk about the CAF Youth Player of the Year, the nominations, and this is of interest to Nigeria because we have Alex Iwobi right there, Eric Ayia, we have Frank Kizie, the Ivorian, we have Sandra Ansah, and of course we have Sadiki Meiga. It's a little curious for me because there's also a woman in the midst of the men, and I don't know why they did this, but probably I'll go with Wayne's explanation that we don't have too many women's competition. But I say, look, we had the under-20 this year, FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. We had the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. There was the Olympics. And so you could have picked up enough women to have a different category for the girls.
And so, Tony, you also look at, when you have about 4 nominees, for a particular category, there is some kind of, attention. There is some kind of publicity around it. So when you have only one candidate, everybody knows that candidate has won. So I think CAF is just trying to.
But why is a woman? Maybe
CAF is just trying to, make up the numbers. They don't want to for those categories that for the women they don't have enough opposition. When you have one player in that, okay, if you single out this lady now, I said okay, the most promising you player of the team.
You put a Rashida Ajibade of Nigeria. We saw what she did at under 17, and then she was able to.
Not enough, Tony.
And then she came to the under 20.
No, there must be standards.
No, but what did the Ghanaians achieve at under 20 or under 17 level that the Nigerian team didn't achieve?
They progressed more than us.
They crashed out at the same stage that we crashed out under 20.
Just like when you said, they're just trying to make up the numbers. For the fact that they don't want to leave out the girls finally from this edition, trying to make them hop. This is really tough for the girls to win it when you have the likes of Alex Iwobi and the rest. So it's always going to be tough. But recognition is what they would just appreciate in this.
Okay, who wins this for you, Toby?
Alex Iwobi.
Alex, of course, a Nigerian. Who else are you going to pick? You are also free to join us in voting, so to say. Do I need to ask you who wins this for you?
No, it's got to be Alex Iwobi. He plays for Arsenal, for goodness sake, and he did well for us.
And he's scoring now. He talked about the weak part of his game as not scoring goals, and in 1 week he has scored his first Champions League goal. And he has scored his first EPL goal. So it's a very fantastic week for Alex Iwobi.
And apart from scoring goals, his technical abilities, he passes the ball well, his movement, this guy is just still young, so he has a lot to learn. And when you are playing with stars like Ozil,
Alex Sanchez.
It can only get better.
All right, so who's your choice? That one is pretty straightforward, I think. So there's no need for us to dwell too much on that one. Well, this is another interesting one. The next one, the most promising talent. And then you have Emilia Meshak of Congo Democratic Republic. He was the standout player at the African Nations Championship CHAN earlier in the year in Rwanda. Then you have, of course, Kelechi Iheanacho. We don't need to say anything about Kelechi and what he's been able to achieve in the year under review. Then you have Nabi Keita of Mali. And of course, that man, 4 goals in 1 game at the Olympics. And of course, he's back and he gave a 5-star performance for the Eagles against Algeria, Ogenekaro Etebo. And Ramadan Asobir of Egypt, remember him, scored against Nigeria in Cairo. And of course, he's doing well right now in the English Premier League for Stoke City. All right, but that's for the most promising talent. It's going to be tough, this one, because you have 2 Nigerians. So I'm happy to put you guys on the spot. Who wins this one for you, Toby?
Oh, yeah, really tough, really tough.
Who wins it for you?
I think I'll go for Iheanacho. He comes with a lot of hype. He plays at Manchester City, scored plenty of goals. I mean, I think I'll go for Iheanacho. And then
he went 4 goals in 4 games for Nigeria at some point. The only time he hasn't scored was the last game against Algeria, and he came close. Only for you, that also, probably.
Yeah, Kelechi Iheanacho is a huge prospect. When you look at what he has achieved with the Super Eagles, I mean, at that age, you are playing with so much confidence. You are tying up a regular shirt. When Sergio Aguero is not maybe injured or is out due to card offense, he has always shown that he is capable of, stepping into the big shoe. So for me, Kelechi Iheanacho should fit the bill, but it's going to be close, like we agreed here. I think Sobil was, I think he scored a very, fantastic goal last weekend for Stoke City, and Ogenekaro Etebo 4 goals in 1 match. And the other contenders, even the lad from Congo DR, also had a very decent.
At the CHAN.
Yeah, these are all some cracking I think this category is very close, but Iheanacho is still a sure
choice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Don't forget, you can also tell us who you think will win this one. That the battle where 2 Nigerians are involved, Kelechi Iheanacho and Ogenekaro Etebo. Let's talk about this one now. That's what we were talking about. The women have a category of their own, the Women's Player of the Year award, and we have the choice. Everybody likes to talk about Aziza Toshola. She's scoring goals, she's good, very intelligent player. Elizabeth Ado, the Ghanaian. Then you have Gabriel Abodio of Cameroon. Janine Van Wyk of the South African captain. And of course, you have Reza Fiujiu of Cameroon. 2 Cameroonians here, a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, a South African. Are we going to dilly-dally on this one?
Of course, it's going to be Aziza Toshola.
You think so?
I mean, don't assume. She was the top scorer. At the
is it enough to just be the top scorer?
She was the top scorer, and she's playing for Arsenal.
Who was the most valuable player of the tournament?
Arsenal women's team, and she used to play for Liverpool.
Who was the most valuable player of the tournament?
So there was a category for that.
I can't remember.
But I know that the team of the tournament, you had Azizat and Okwara Noze in the attack. So
very true.
I mean, that says a lot.
I mean,
but those Cameroonian players will have a lot to say. I'm sure a lot of people will look at them.
Maybe. And then I think what really counts against Azizat is club form this season has always been something we know. I mean, but
no Olympics for her.
No Olympics for her, but the women's championship will count a lot in this one. Also, top scorer, she won it, and then compared to the Cameroon opponent who got to the final and failed to win it. I mean, it's pretty going to be tough. This the South Africa captain also massive player. I saw her play against Nigeria in Libya. I mean, Ado Elizabeth also was very impressive at the tournament. He's the captain of the Ghana team also. So I think it's pretty difficult, but I still have a feeling that Azizat will step in this because of her performance and it just concluded the African Women's Championship.
All right, let's talk about the men in black. Although these days they are hardly in black. They come in different shades of yellow, green, and lemon. We're talking about the referees now. And this is an interesting group. Baba Gazama, the Gambian, Grisha Gehed, the Egyptian, and of course you have Malang Diéhiou also. These 3 in the shortlist. Baba Gazama is the reigning African referee of the year. Grisha, top quality referees. Yep. These 2 have handled our games in recent past, and we know what quality they bring to the game. So this is good, recognizing African referees. But I'm waiting for the time when we'll be able to put a Nigerian in this category, in this shortlist.
Long-term project.
We need to do a lot. We need to do a lot for our referees.
Yeah, if you want them to...
We may not comment about who we think will emerge winner in this category, because we've not seen all their games, but we know that they are all top referees. But let's talk about the issue of refereeing in Nigeria. When a time should come, we should have in Nigeria. We're not doing enough to protect our own, you know? Yeah,
I agree with you. And it happens in all sectors, too. Sometimes we don't project the right people. We have to project our best. You know, we shouldn't allow...
The rate at which Ferdinand Udo was going,
we shouldn't allow
the pace at which he was going, suddenly we are facing that because...
To allow the system to discourage the best.
I was thinking that Ferdinand should have been in the shortlist for this World Nations Cup. His profile was rising.
Had a lot of setback, especially with that Araba game, when there was a lot of news about.
We are the ones that
is where I'm going to. You know, it was so favorite to get to this stage, and he had domestic issues, which FIFA will look at and say, "Oh, having issues," and also doing the biggest challenges, like when you say we are not promoting the right people. I mean, how can our referee, who is in the IX level, Elite B, he's not even part of the concluded Super 4. He doesn't get... How many games does Ferdinand get?
What is the issue? You know, this is an issue that we really need. Maybe one of these days, we will probably invite the president of the Nigerian Referees Association, Tadi Aziz, to come and explain to us how all of these things go. Because I know that your federation has a big role to play.
And our referee are not even getting more games. But okay, the missing was in the Women's Championship, 2 games here. Ibe will be in the AFCON.
Only assistant referee in Nigeria.
And look at Ferdinand Udo. See, Tony, he started from home. How many games our FIFA referee officiated in the Premier League games? In the MPFA, we had about 380 games. And
how many games did he officiate?
I mean, I'm not sure Ferdinand got up to 15 games last season. The concluded Super 4. The only center referee in the Elite B is not even part of the Super 4. So we need to project the right people at the right time. Sentiment should be set aside if you want to have a referee at this stage.
We have to do away with the politics of who we project and how we project this our referees. The Amaju Penic board, when they came on, said they will spend a lot capacity building for referees so that we can project referees and then have a referee officiate in the World Cup in 2022. But if at this stage we are not getting our best referees into the Nations Cup, into some of these competitions,
top qualifying games.
Then we should forget about it.
Ibe was here too. Ferdinand was a reserve referee, I think, in the Cote d'Ivoire game. I mean, we should get top games on the continent, but like I said, they start from home. If you can build them enough from home, then we'll get to the CAF level, FIFA level.
All right, let's wrap this up very quickly. The last one is the national team of the year, and then you see DR Congo, they won the CHAN, and they're doing so well in the World Cup qualifiers. They will be at the Nations Cup as well. You have Guinea-Bissau qualified for the Nations Cup for the first time in their history. You have Senegal, Africa's best team at the moment. And then you have Uganda qualifying for the Nations Cup for the first time in a long while and playing some excellent football as well. And of course, the dream team of Nigeria, the Olympic Eagles, the under-23 team of Nigeria. So that's what it looks like. That's our quick discussion around the Glo CAF Awards. We need to pause a little bit for a quick break. When we return from the break, we'll shift from awards and talk about domestic football. The Super 4 just got concluded in Enugu. Rivers United won it. We'll talk about this and more when we return. Join us again.
Because there are so many discussions we've had with corporations, with individuals. Nigerians only say they love sports. And I'm putting it out here. We only pay lip service to sports. We are not prepared to put a dime on sports. Everybody thinks that only the government should do something. The board members contribute money for these athletes to get even the bare basics. And what people must understand is it's not only when they go to competitions. It's when their parents are sick. It's when their kids have birthdays. It's when they have school fees. It's when their rent is up. As a president, you are involved in all the processes. So the final outcome you see of an athlete going out to win is not just when you put them on a flight to go to a competition. It entails a lot more things. And until we get the full gamut of everyone getting involved in this process, we're going to keep scratching our heads for the next 4 years.